clap.
All right, welcome home. This is the Residency Podcast. I am Jeff Tomasic with Drew Belcher and Lil Raven.
Yes, sir.
Bringing you the biggest guests and stories in entertainment, business, pop culture, and sports from our studio on the Las Vegas Strip inside the Mandalay Bay. Make sure to subscribe on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. You know the drill. This episode is brought to you by Mandalay Bay. Wrestling is taking over Mandalay Bay the entire week leading up to Memorial Day weekend. AEW Dynamite on May 25th. Rampage on the 27th. And the big pay-per-view event, Double or Nothing, on May 29th. All at the Michelob Ultra Arena. We might be guests on there. We might have
we're going,
ring.
100%.
You never know. And if you just need some music and want the ultimate summer vibes, Sublime is headlining Mandalay Beach May 28th and July 2nd. As always, come say what's up at our studio inside the Mandalay Bay Sportsbook anytime. Bang on the glass. We'll be live here. We love it. Look, today we have an absolute legend in the building.
Big episode.
One of the baddest dudes on the planet. Former UFC champion. He took all your pay-per-view money last year. The realist himself, TYRON Woodley.
It wasn't a bad year.
It was a big year.
It was some highs and lows and some ups and some downs, but at the end of the day, you know, I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be able to go out there and do what I love. And really, you know, I can honestly say I'm the only real free agent in combat sports.
Ooh.
I can really do what I want. Like, everybody talk about it, but nobody can really do what they want to do, fight for whatever they want to fight, and name their price. So I'm blessed to be in a situation. It got there a little awkward and a little weird. You know, sometimes in sport we feel like you get to the top, you become the champion, you got all this money. You don't make all the money. You know,
Yeah.
You don't get all the fame. You don't get all this other stuff. So luckily for me, I never really got into it for that. I got into it to be the best. And at that time in my reign, I was the best unquestionably. And then now it's like I'm doing fights that I like, big fights, that big promotion, big excitement. So I got offered like 4 or 5 fights recently, and it's like,
Don't leave out big paydays either.
Big paydays.
Big
Gotta be
paydays.
big
Big
paydays.
How
paydays.
close are you to locking one in?
I might fuck around, lock my own fight in.
Oh,
Okay.
I like that.
I've been kind of brainstorming about that. Like, why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got the connections. I know the network. I got the people that can actually sponsor events and
Pull
just
it off.
really interested, and they believe in me. A lot of people believe in me and they ride with me because, you know, I'm the realest. I never really kissed a pinky ring. I never really did what people wanted me to do. At the time, they didn't understand it.
Yeah.
But now, as I'm in a different space in my life, I look back at what everybody's doing. They all trying to do what I did.
Sure.
Hey.
And it don't
Pave the way.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like when I was doing it, when you take the risk, everybody, like Muhammad Ali took the risk. He was flamboyant. He said what people. It wasn't cool to say that kind of shit back then. They
Yeah.
were like,
Facts.
they must them fucking get beat up.
Sure.
Right. But then you look at me and the way I did what I did. Nobody really was fucking with it, and then now everybody's trying to do it.
When you say you got a fight coming up, is it going to be MMA or boxing?
I ain't decided yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna fight MMA one time this year, but I'm definitely gonna box. I don't know which one I'm gonna do first. I do want to do Muay Thai one time.
Okay.
One time. So I'm in a space right now where I literally could not box if I wanted to, and I always wanted to.
Right.
Years and years. Like, everybody want to fight Canelo. I was the first motherfucker that ever was even talking about crossing over. I take that back. Dean Thomas, my coach.
Right.
He was the first one who was about to fight Mayorga. Before then, it was no real conversation of boxers fighting MMA guys. Before Conor McGregor, before all that other shit.
Yeah.
So it's not like I was I'm jumping on the wave. I go look back.
Yeah.
I've been talking about fighting Canelo when I was fucking a UFC champion. You know what I mean? So I
That'd be
just enjoy paving the way, and then it just shows me that now you make everything exclusive, you limit the access, and you only go with people that can multiply in your life. Otherwise, people gonna steal your shit.
For sure.
Do what you do, and they got more time, more money, and they can put your idea on a jet and
Yeah.
bitch around the world. And now
Sure.
you're like, I came up with that.
That was
I'm
mine.
Like, okay,
Yeah.
everybody came up with some shit.
Yeah, it can be replicated real quick. We do have to ask one favor, though. If you're
Yeah.
going to do a monster fight this year, it better be in Vegas.
Damn, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, man.
I'll consider that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's got to be in
We're
Vegas.
going to have to insist that it's here in Las Vegas.
Yeah, no, I didn't think about that.
We're big Vegas guys, you know.
Yeah. We got about 27 stadiums here in Vegas to ready to be
It's
used,
true,
so
it's
it's
true.
fine.
It's true. It's
Put
true.
that on the radar, in the back of your brain, right?
back of my mind.
I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
back.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
Put it
time
on
you're
your
back in
mind.
Vegas. By the way, nickname status right now. Instagram is the realist. Chosen one. What's the nickname
I'm
right
the
now
realist.
officially?
I feel like I earned that. I feel like when sometimes people look like, what do you want your claim to be in the sport when you left behind? What are people thinking?
Yep.
They're gonna think of me as that. Like,
Sure.
I was me.
He was the real.
Whether I was all over the place and just blowing money and doing dumb shit, that was me at that time.
That's fair.
I wasn't I wasn't trying to be like nobody else. That was really me. If it was me, you know, being in church 3 days a week and wearing fucking 2 for $400 suits, looking like Easter every Sunday.
Yeah.
And it was me. That was really me. I wasn't trying to ever be nothing. Like right now, I'm not focused on what people think and what they think I should do, or based on your status, you should be dating someone that look like this, or based on your income, you should be driving or flying like this. No, I flew in Southwest. I almost missed that motherfucker too. On the back of the seat, like everybody else running to the plane, like everybody else, toddling your motherfucking head off. But I like to just let myself know I'm still the same person. So I do little shit like that.
Do what you believe in. That's easy. Sure. By the way, how did you get the realest Instagram handle?
Fuck yeah, I don't know. But I know one thing. I'm trying to get the name. Somebody trying to hate on me. Somebody must have thought what I was going to do with it, and they like put in for the name.
Oh, they tried to trademark it and stuff?
The same shit that I would
Oh, got it.
Podcast, wrestling, fighting. I mean, everything that I could use it for. So I'm going to let him do his little thing, and then I'm going to just ask about
it. You got the
We're
IG
coming
though.
after you.
Yeah, you got the IG though.
Yeah. That's true. He ain't got that.
Yeah.
The IG tag is nice.
I was sitting there and I was like, man, I feel like I'm the realest in the sport. I feel like that's my stamp.
Sure.
Like, you know, Muhammad Ali was a people's champ. He wasn't the best boxer ever, but he's constantly talked about how great he was because what he did with his platform. I feel like we was in a nightclub last night, and I was talking to my dog Breeze, and I was like, man, when people are arrogant, their legacy is minimized. Nobody's going to be talking about the arrogant person that's shoving how their gift in your face. Not that one either. That's basically forcing you to give them the accolades that they feel like they're forcing. That's ego. When your pride's not satisfied and you're trying to, ain't nobody giving me the thing. Now that becomes ego, right?
Right.
You don't remember those guys. Muhammad Ali, a little bit of ego, but it was bravado, right? But he really stood what he believed in what he stood for, and he was a people. He fought for the people.
Yeah.
That's his claim to fame. His legacy is gonna last beyond Mike Tyson's.
Think so.
Wow.
I know so. Yeah.
I mean, he was the ultimate entertainer at the time as well, too, and like no filter really. The first person.
Suits.
Yeah.
Everybody replicating what he did. The bank photos, and you know what I mean, just the dancing, the taunting, the the rope-a-dope, everything. He really kind of pivoted in a way that nobody was doing.
And he was doing it in the ring too, right? It's not just outside of the ring.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And you're real close with Mike too. What's it like to get like advice and mentorship from him? Or
Mike's like this. I feel like I fuck with Mike so heavy when I was growing up. I used to watch all his fights when I was on the treadmill. I never wanted to run, so I used to put his fights on. I just watch them, and I wouldn't even look at the time. I was just watching him until the fights. I had every single one of his fights. So I was a big fan. When I first met him, it was solid. I did his podcast. It was solid. And recently, I feel like, no shade on Mike, but the shade on the culture. Everybody's just willing to flim-flam and just do whatever. Oh, this person got a lot of TikTok followers or views or YouTubing, and I want to be cool with them. And it's like when you a person of status, or you've earned your platform based on what you did.
Right.
I feel like it's kind of diluting to just like, oh, let me get around this person because they got a lot of followers. You already did.
Sure.
your shit.
Yeah.
They should be lucky to be fucking around you.
Yeah,
It's
100%.
kind of goofy to me to see that. And he does it sometimes.
Just attach himself to like the people who are just
I-
immediate famous
I don't
now
understand
versus
it.
like
Especially
Especially when he's a legend.
Right.
The stuff he's done in his career.
I think it just shows you how locked in he was at one point in time, and that's the one thing I can value. Like when I'm mentally locked in, nobody can fuck with me. Like in business and in fighting, the times when I'm losing or like just planting bad seeds, they gotta grow. You know what I mean? Like I may be training hard as a motherfucker. I may got my life together, but if I've been running crazy for 3 years, I may not have the performance in that fight.
Okay.
I may have the performance in this fight from the seeds I planned 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, sure.
I'm just out running wild and thinking that fucking I was invincible, right? So Mike Tyson, he was so locked in. He was such a robot, so programmed, and a person developed a style just on the way he was built. A specific style for him. Now people can try it, but it was his best attributes, his speed, his reach, his height, the stuff he was gonna go against at heavyweight, being that the height. They made a style perfect for him, and it was very hard to stop. When he lost his focus is when he started going all over the place.
Yeah.
And I can relate to that.
Yeah.
Do you think you're mentally tougher now, as older than you were when you were younger?
Yeah, I'm wiser now. I'm wiser now because when you younger, one, you got to prove it to yourself. And for me, if I'm a coach, you got to prove it to me. I'm not finna waste all this fucking time with everybody that walk in my gym saying, I'm the next UFC champion. Let me train for free. Give me all your time. Give me all your energy. And then they think they got it. They flip over to Big Dick Debo, and all of a sudden, you don't know shit no more. And they off to something else. So, fuck that. I ain't got time for that. If you put in the work, I want to see, are you going to fucking quit when it gets hard? Are you built for this? Do you have the work ethic? Are you skillful enough? And does a sport really need you right now?
Yeah.
And if it don't need you right now, then you got to keep working until it does. And when it be, think about it, the sport didn't need Dustin Poirier until the last 4 years.
Ooh.
He's been around.
Yeah. He need to step into the role.
Lopez
That's
Teixeira's
actually pretty
been
true.
Around,
Yeah.
Right? Masvidal has been around. These motherfuckers been around 60-something fights.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, the industry needed Masvidal. The industry needed Dustin Poirier, right? That's what you. So if I'm a coach, that's like, I'm just telling you, these people at any point in time, injury, oh, this ain't working out. Oh, I never won a world title. Can make people stop. When you, if you in this sport, you just don't quit and you stay focused and you keep pressing. It's a marathon. It's not like it's
Eventually,
not a fast.
eventually, it can fall in place.
You're gonna fall in place. Like
who's next up then? Who do you see as like who the industry is gonna need the next?
Not fucking Israel Adesanya.
Not.
I'm tired of his fucking musty ass. Let me see.
Like, you think there's a superstar in the making right now in the UFC?
Superstar in the making right now in the UFC? Nah, they force fed.
Really?
What happens when you force Sage Northcutt on us? Sage my dog, no shade, that's my homie.
Yeah.
But they pressed him too quick, he wasn't ready. I was his training part. I'm telling you, he wasn't ready. He would have been great. He could have been a champion. He gave me many ass whoopings in the gym.
Yeah.
But then he couldn't take when somebody go to submit him. You watch the fights,
right? Yeah.
He couldn't take pressure. If he couldn't get right up, it would frustrate him. He couldn't take
lose
that.
composure.
And that was the thing that me and my coach wanted to work with him on, right? Because he was so young, and you saw how fast he was. We skipped the growth curve. His fundamentals are here. Yeah, he got the striking thing, but what happened when he got taken down? What happened when somebody pressed him? What happened when somebody got hit and didn't give a fuck and kept coming back forward? So Sage, Paige Van Zandt, all these people, they wanted us to be like, this is the person, right?
Yeah.
They got to still win. What happens when you fuck around and you blow somebody up to this is the person, and then they lose to Charlie Oliveira?
Yep.
That's true. That's the risk you take, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to have...
You might want Gaethje there because you don't give a fuck and he just said crazy shit.
Yeah.
But he may not be able to fuck with Charlie Oliveira.
Yeah.
The sport got to be the sport.
You can make the personality as good as you want, but you can't write the storylines. People are going to go in and lose.
Right now, it's not a star, I don't see. I haven't been paying attention so closely to it, but when I stepped away from the sport, as far as someone contracting me and me having a fight, whether I was injured, whether I was ready, whether I was mentally ready, whether I was going through a divorce, whether I was depressed, you had to fight. You didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
Right? I'm looking at them, and everybody's doing what they think they should do. Conor wear a suit, I'm going to wear a suit and talk shit. This person's flipping the tire, oh, I'm flipping tires now. They on turf, oh, they all shadow boxing, doing motion coaching. Think about it. Like, it's fucking corny.
They're trying to follow that mold.
It's no identity, right?
Sure.
Everybody's got a nice car. Everybody got on sunglasses. I got on sunglasses because my eyes are fucking red. It ain't, and
That's fine.
And these my sons.
Yeah.
$1.99.
It's bright as shit in here.
But guess what? I can do what I want to.
100%.
Who can tell me different?
So how do you, like, we talked about this before you came on the pod, it's something that we were curious about. How do you, like, being someone who's been in the game for so long, how do you mentally flip that switch to get into, like, a place of pure violence, to get into the octagon or the ring, and then turn it off to go about your normal life?
Yeah, like, you got to go eat somewhere after,
To be honest, I grew up in violence. I grew up fighting. I grew up, you know what I mean, a lot of fights, a lot. And I didn't recognize it wasn't normal because where I lived at, we fought every fucking week. We fought each other for fun, bare knuckle. Played a game called fucking Killer Man where you throw the ball in there and everybody on their own team, you getting fucking tackled with no equipment on. My siblings, we fought. When I was in a gang, we fought. Somebody got a problem with my neighbor, we fought. So we fought. That was the way we solved shit. We really didn't shoot a lot. So for me, I was violent because I was little and everybody used to think it was sweet. And I'm like, nah, I'm little, but I'm going to fuck you up.
Yeah.
And I always had that reputation. So I had that reputation my whole life. Like, he little, but that if you fuck him, he will fight. My family is known, we will fight. The whole Woodley name. And it's funny because I'm like I'm not going to say violent, but I'm not the one in my family that's known for fighting.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm not the least, but it's 4 or 5 people in my family that are way more known for fighting.
Really?
All my siblings, my sisters are fighters. They will pull you out the car, beat you up, crowbar, pull your hair, men, women, girls. You don't fuck with them. That was their thing. So for me, if I had to fight, I was always ready for it.
Right.
But I had so many areas where I was fighting anyway. I wasn't just trying to look for a fight. So long story short, I kind of turned that switch off, and I became more of a competitor. And then at times, that switch needs to go back on, and that's something that my coaches and I've been trying to tap into, like, how do I let that motherfucker out again? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you become so tactical, you become so skilled, you overthink. You know, it's such a, like, every fight that I've fought for the last, I don't know how many years, has been 5-round fight or a main event fight or a big fight. So the odds are always big. It's a lot of pressure, a lot of people depending on you, a lot of employees, a lot of fucking family, a lot of people that believe in you, right? A lot of coaches that have been training you, spending their time. You don't want to fucking let them down, right?
True.
So that's a lot of pressure. So now I may calculate, eat this, do this, turn this. He threw that. When he coming, da-da-da. But you don't want to leave out the organic just reaction.
Yeah.
And if I'm a black belt in jiu-jitsu, if I'm an all-American wrestler, if I'm a heavy striker, if I can take a punch, if I got great cardio, if I got good IQ, I should really be reactive, man.
Right.
I shouldn't have to think about it.
Sure.
You throw a punch, I should just move and hit your ass.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be like, what, you come here, da-da. You know what I mean? So if it was me, that's the area in which I feel like the rah-rah should come out. When I'm thinking, fuck it, go. Anytime I said fuck it, go, it worked.
Yeah. Is it harder to go from to turn it back on, to go from in between fights to back into full fight mode, or to turn it off once you're in that full mental state and then just going back to regular life?
It's balance.
Okay.
I mean, right now, right when I got ready to hit 40, I feel like God just gave me so many revelations on just wisdom and how to be smarter and how to move. Like, right now, I used to be rah-rah a little bit. I didn't know I was, but, right now, I'm just coasting, man. I'm cool. I'm staying out the way. You know what I mean? I don't need to be in everybody's moment. You know what I mean? I'm kind of under the radar. But when I'm silent, I'm violent. I'm brewing up something crazy. You know what I mean? So
It's brewing.
I've been brewing.
That's a scary
I
moment.
like
music, television, production, fighting stuff. And I got a little something special for these people out in the world using coin. So I've been working on those types of things. And yeah, now I'm back into training. I was looking at my body. I'm like, man, what the fuck is you doing, dog? You a whole champion. You got a gut, man.
Yeah.
What the fuck you doing, dog?
You got to take a little time
40
off.
though.
I
You're
did,
good.
but I was eating mad Roscoe's, mad up in the night, mad
Just take
shopping sprees, mad traveling. I ain't done with my traveling. I got a couple more trips.
It's good.
I'm gonna sit my ass down. But yeah, I looked in the mirror and I said, nah. Then in 3 days, I saw my abs. That ain't never happened to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at 40 years old, I can see my abs in 3 days. And at 30 years old, it may have taken a week, which is still fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Probably 2 weeks. When I was younger, it maybe take a week.
Welcome to 40.
Yeah.
Now it's here.
I'm not there yet. Oh, you ain't there?
I'm close. By the way,
no.
I'm running quick to it.
I like it.
Yeah.
The whole 39. Why the fuck would I say I'm 39?
Yeah.
It's like saying I'm 20. That's a dumbass age. You don't even celebrate your birthday.
Hey, 20 is like the worst.
What can
age,
you
though.
do?
Yeah, facts.
Nothing.
What can you do more besides have
I mean,
a
if you
whole
could
dinner?
still train, like you had said, how you were when you were younger, how your brain worked, how your thought process worked, what you valued. If you can take the wisdom you have now and make sure your body's caught up with your wisdom, right?
I just have to. Think
Yeah.
about this. You're gonna tell me I don't have the muscle memory that I do.
Of course.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do the regimen. I don't know how to be disciplined. I do. I haven't been in a point in my life where I'm like, if I don't beat this dude ass, or if I fall down, they're gonna stump me. In the 90s, if you fell on the ground, you getting your fucking head stumped in with Timberland boots.
Sure.
Or worse, right? So I was not hitting the ground. Or I don't want to get killed or shot or some bullshit. So I had to beat your ass. So now it's like, I got to beat your ass.
Yeah.
When it becomes a necessity, I got to do this to you. I think adding IQ, adding the regimen, putting the muscle memory, and just reacting and believing, I think that's the key ingredient. And so it may have taken a while to put it all together. Like, you guys was watching me, it still wasn't all together. I just went.
Right.
I saw him get to that fucking camera as fast as you can. He don't know you coming. I saw mannerism. They thought it was sweet. I can get there quick. You just don't think it. But all of a sudden, I'm in your face and in your shit. Pause. And then people they couldn't deal with it. I was overwhelming.
Yeah.
Carlos Condit, I overwhelmed him. I looked at his face. He was like, gonna fight you, but I don't know I ain't figured you out yet. I don't know what to do with you yet because I was kind of rugged. You know what I mean?
You gotta have that strategy, though, right? Keep everyone guessing and stuff.
Yeah, I did a great job at that. And then people started getting a little bit. If he back up, he's trying to chill out to throw that right hand. So back him up, but be ready for the right hand. Stay away from that side and just kind of inch on him, and just try to pick shots. And then if I don't do what they've seen me do, this is what they watched on video. This is the person they fighting against. So they knew. If he doesn't come out, then they're like, oh, shit, I'm go then, right? Yeah. If I can beat him, I get a name. I'm everybody's name. Usman don't have shit without me. Nobody cares about Usman beating Masvidal, beating Kobe, beating Gilbert, beating fucking whoever else he didn't beat. I'm the person that gave him his stripes. Yeah. Because he earned his belt that night, and I lost my belt that night. He didn't take it from me. I lost focus on what I was doing. I lost focus, and he maintained focus, and he won his belt. But when you look at everybody's resume, I'm going to be at the top. When you look at Jake Paul is only solidified. He wasn't solidified, no shade to my dog, to Askren, to Nate. When we fought, which I believe like it's like this. I believe the first fight I won.
Okay, that was going to be one of our questions.
You know what I mean? You can't knock somebody through a fucking rope. They held him up. Really should have been a knockdown. He didn't win one round after that. No, the momentum never went back to him. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's easy math. Yeah. I'll give you the first 3 rounds, even if you didn't win them. You can't win the fight that way. Yeah. You know what I mean? Especially when you had no damaging moments where it looked like it could have been over for me and it was moments like for you. So then it was like, damn, I got to hold that L. This fucking kid can walk around and say he beat me. And then the second time I was training and they called me, and it was 2 weeks. First time I really took a fight on that short of notice. Right. I did 3 weeks before. I did 2.5 weeks in Strike Force. But in Strike Force, I was always 100% ready to fight. I was in so many training camps. I was in so many guys' coach. I was always ready to fight. And I took that fight, and I was winning that fight. So I'm like, I thought I won the first fight. I could have did a little bit more, right? Maybe. Second fight, I was fucking winning that fight. And I got punched at the same time I dropped my hand. So it's like, I'm supposed to fucking quit now? I'm supposed to crawl in the rock? I didn't knock mad motherfuckers out. I didn't shock the world. I did what everybody said I couldn't do. Right. But now I have adversity that's presented to me, and I'm supposed to bitch out? No. Just because I don't respond to people saying you retired, don't mean I retired. That means you already know. You know everything, right? Yeah. So I'm going to let you know. And I'm going to go out here and
then watch this.
I'm going to enjoy life, and I'm going to cruise, and I'm going to just relax and get my mind ready. So when I go this year, it's going to be everything. You're going to get tired of fucking seeing me, tired of hearing me. But right now, I'm relaxing. I'm enjoying coasting before I go on this real crazy run.
Yeah, it's been, 5 months since the second fight against Jake Paul. So do you have a different perspective now than you did afterwards? Or
to be honest, when we trained for that fight, like the night before when we trained at this boxing gym, I don't know where the fuck was that. It's like this, I just remember it looked like a Pizza Galleria restaurant. But it's a huge-ass, you remember that? That huge-ass gym, all that white in there, right? The whole time, I never stop moving. My coach trained me from the beginning, time I walked in there till I end. Whether it was running on the treadmill, I never got a chance to stop moving. And more importantly, I never got a chance to let my hands drop. No matter how tired you get, every punch was coming from the same way. Every punch, he'll stop you. He don't let you do that. So my coach is very strict. I watch it, and the only thing that bothered me is I'm like, I don't know why I dropped my hand. I watched it. Nothing. It don't bother me. It's a beautiful knockout. I hate that it was me, but it was a beautiful knockout.
That's fair.
If I didn't fucking faced him on the ground, it'd been on my highlight reel.
Oh,
I'd have been all at the parties. Everybody would have been my best friend. Right?
Sure.
I would have got all the features I needed in the music. I would have got all the da-da-da. Right. Everybody want me on their podcast. Next fight, that's how we move.
Right.
You know, that ain't real.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
It should have been that way when I was the best. When I fucking knocked Lawler out, he never touched me one time. And he was a boogeyman for 2 years straight. Fighter of the year. That was Conor the one that did that.
Yep.
They should have been there when I beat Wonder Boy, what they thought he was going to beat me, and I had to do it twice. They told me I won, and then they turned, we just fucking with you. I told Dana, I will fuck one of y'all up, y'all touch my belt. Because I thought they was going to try to say he won. I was ready. Then I was ready to go violent.
Yeah, okay.
Ferguson was going to come right back out in that point. But that's when it should have been, quote unquote. But that tells you don't deserve shit.
Yeah.
Just go out there, like I look at like LeBron James said, why would I stop?
Yeah.
I'm still the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I keep locking in and focusing until I can't do it no more?
Yep.
If I have any regrets, I feel like it was points in time where maybe I didn't need that vacation. Maybe I didn't need that day off. Maybe I didn't need to, you know what I mean, say, nah, that fight don't make sense. Maybe even if it was pay-wise and principle-wise, they wasn't respecting my value, but I may have needed to fucking just jump on somebody and make a highlight off. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
But I know going forward, when I go, just go, dog. Just go.
Yeah.
Everything you got, just go. Go big. Everything you do, just go.
Have you talked to Jake since everything happened?
Talk to him. Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, man, I'm trying to this is his moment. Let him have his moment.
Okay.
Sure,
It's
sure,
his
sure.
moment.
Yeah.
Right?
Like you said, like let it brew, man.
Yeah, let
it
him
brew.
have his moment. Like, you know what I mean? It takes a lot of work to. It takes a lot of work to be in front of all these cameras to get everybody riled up and all. He's smart though. Get everybody riled up, everybody hate him, right? Then let me help our fighter page and get everybody riled up, everybody hate him. I got this fucking boxing charity. Get everybody riled up and you know me, I'm helping out this female fighter. UFC not paying her. I'm gonna send her for GoFundMe or right?
Yeah.
He's smart.
He's strategic.
He's heel, and then he's hero.
Yeah.
And you confused, but you got to see what you gonna fucking be today.
Yeah.
I want to see you get your ass beat. I wanted Woodley to do it. He didn't do it. Who can do it, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And then some people say, kind of like him a little bit because he's saying real shit about fighter pay.
Yeah.
He confuses you, and as long as he confuses you, you're never in the middle on him.
Yeah.
You're gonna watch him.
Yep.
It's
You're
not
just
by
locked in.
by secret.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the way he did his YouTube. So he's bringing that over, but you can't deny that he's been training. He don't have no kids. He don't have no business that's stopping him.
Young.
He got funds and resources. He got access to best coaches. He got he don't have to do this, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Like some of us, we have to. This is our only way out. So he is competing in a sport with really no pressure. If he lose to me, that's why he fought me.
Right.
Yeah.
If he lose to me, then there's TYRON Woodley. Fuck, of course.
Yeah.
I got pictures with him in the fucking backstage, me and the family and fans.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
of course.
In real life.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
no shade, but at the end of the day, when he did that, that's why they're so excited. If I beat him, was I gonna fucking jump through the rope? Did I just am I
Right.
on
Like,
Mount
king
Rushmore
of the
now?
world, yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
I beat this little kid ass, and now I made some money off of it. That's what it would have been for me.
Yep.
how much? All right. These financially wise, let's talk numbers real quick. How much
Yeah.
did you actually make from these two
I
fights?
made a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
We have a number.
I made millions of dollars.
Yeah.
There we go.
Everyone's
go.
curious about this because, like,
Plural.
everyone. I think. By the way, speaking of just you in general, I think UFC.
But I made millions of dollars before. That's what people. This ain't
Yeah.
this ain't my first bag.
Of course.
Yeah.
I've been at the top.
Yeah.
So y'all just hearing about it because boxing glorifies their salary more. You know, and to be honest, what you guys are actually seeing sometimes ain't even what we're making. That's just what you're seeing.
Right.
Interesting.
Not truthful by
Yeah.
any means.
Now, I'm not saying not by any
I
means.
said there's like
but
more on the
shit.
back end, or there's more.
Right,
on the other
right,
side.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you agree with Jake Paul that UFC fighters are drastically underpaid?
I believe Jake Paul is not the fucking ambassador for if you've never been underpaid, you shouldn't be the spokesperson for underpaid athletes. If you never had to do adversity, if you never had signed to a promoter that controls your fights and when you fought and how often you fought and been threatened, if you don't fight, I got threatened all my last title fights. You don't fight him, we stripping your belt. You don't fight him, we kicking you out. You know,
That's that pressure, yeah.
Every fucking time.
Right.
Darren Till fight, Usman fight, fucking Wonder Boy fight. But it's the business that's how it's. You know what the business started on, and that's
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
it kept going on.
Sure.
Yep.
So you do this shit because we are us.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I don't give a fuck who you are. I ain't doing shit. Or if it makes sense for me, and then I'm doing it. But him, I don't know. This is the thing. His manager, do you know who his manager is?
Jake's?
Yeah.
Not personally, no.
His manager is a guy named Nikisa. Do you know who Nikisa is?
No.
Nikisa worked for the UFC. He's
Okay.
one of the guys that put together the Monster headphone deal. He put together. He the one that introduced Swiss Beats and everybody to the UFC. Most of the activations that was unconventional, and also he was a big part of the merger with WME, putting that deal together.
Got it.
Worked
Got it.
personally with Lorenzo Fertitta. No longer works for the UFC, right? So his information is not coming out the wind.
Right.
On
Got
what's
it.
going on, the intricate parts, on like the fighter pay and stuff. So it's more of a kudos to Nikisa for being willing to go ahead and expose what he feel like should change. It's not, he already got his bag off the sale.
Yeah.
He already got paid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's good.
He's going to get paid from Jake. He's going to get paid for MVP, right?
Yep.
But he wanted me to have that fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why that fight happened. Not because he said you didn't get what you were supposed to get when you were supposed to get it. I got these options. You're actually the hardest fight for this kid. Dylan Dennis, sad I even fucking said his name. Let that, whoever on that.
Yeah.
Call that motherfucker blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Nobody give a fuck about them.
Yeah.
Right? So he picked the hardest fight because one, he got paid the most money, right? If he beat me, he got the biggest reward. None of those blah, blah, blahs would have put him off. It'd been like, all right, okay, that's throw him a fucking bone again. All right, cool,
sure.
Yeah, it's like but that's what the sport is. So I feel like he's not the ambassador for Fighter Pay. I should be the fucking ambassador for Fighter Pay, but there's no unity. How you gonna unionize with no unity, right?
Yeah.
If I'm taught to say fuck you, dog, I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm fuck you. Let's fight. They build up the press conference off us not liking each other, right?
Yeah, of course.
To me or to a Diaz brother or to something like that, I'm on the same shit.
Yeah.
When we leave here, I still don't fucking like you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not fake to me.
Yeah.
Right? So now, why the fuck would I kumbaya with you and let's get our money right? Nah.
Right.
Yeah, it
When
makes
I was
sense.
fucking not making money, you was not trying to do this shit. Now that I'm making millions of dollars, now everybody want to take a drop off. No, I'm fighting.
Yeah.
Because it's no unity. So what he's doing is trying to be a hero. I told Nikisa and I told Jake, I said, if your intent is actually pure and you want to make a change here, one, you're doing it the wrong way. I can tell you how to do it. Two, kudos to you, but that ain't my mission. If I was going to do something like that, I should have did it when I was at the biggest platform of my life, when I had the most to lose. That's when it's valuable. Muhammad Ali gave up his prime for what he believed in.
Right.
If I was going to talk shit, if I was going to do a diss record on the UFC, if I was going to say fuck everybody and I ain't getting paid enough, I would have did it when I was a champion 5
the
times in a
belt.
row.
Yep.
After I beat Darren Till and I was on top. I would have fucking did it then. You know what I mean? Maybe I should have, but I don't know about the intent. I'm not saying it's not. If it is, I see it. But if it's not, then it's him trying to be the hero.
Yeah.
Is this where you see it now, where you're going to kind of control your own destiny? Like,
I
at
am.
this point now, you have
I
no
am.
no oversight, no nothing.
It's
Now
probably
you
the best
can
place
kind of
to be.
pick.
Man, I'm in the best space in combat sports, boxing and MMA.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm in
Controls the destiny.
no fighter can tell me one other fighter.
No, I mean, look, you have
None.
your own lane.
None. Canelo can't.
Yeah.
Usman can't.
No, not even
Conor
close.
can't.
No.
Yeah.
Jake can't. Don't let him fool you.
Right.
You got a Showtime contract, cuz you can't. They're not gonna pay you a fortune unless you just do what Triller you fucked up and let you do.
Yeah.
Like 2 or 3 fights, make a bag, and
Triller,
then
dude.
Showtime like, oh shit. No, I fuck with Triller though. Like,
Yeah.
I fuck with Triller because Calvin on those guys, they minds like mine. They think crazy in the motherfucker. You got fucking.
The shows were crazy.
Man,
To watch them shits, bro,
hey,
during
the
quarantine.
triangle shit, they smashing each other like
Yeah.
MMA gloves on.
They're wild.
And then the fucking right side by side was a big ass concert.
Yeah,
That
fact.
shit was hard.
And then like what Snoop was
All the
like,
announcers
commentating.
smoking weed. That was the
That
best.
shit
Yeah.
was crazy.
That was
Man.
nuts.
That shit was
Yeah,
crazy.
so I don't hate on anybody that's doing it. Like, I feel like right before my second to last UFC fight, I told my coach, I said, man, I want to be free. And I said, I had to get over the ego of being with UFC and being that wasn't my identity. That was the organization's identity. I was blessed to have that platform to show people I was the best. I was blessed to go out there and fight and inspire people that say, you know what? I've been in a similar situation and I felt like I couldn't fucking make it. This motherfucker made it. I can make it. And I was able to do that. But now it's like I wanted to box. I never got a chance to box. I'm like, time is ticking for me to be able to box. I wanted to box. I wanted to do Muay Thai. I wanted to fight in Asia. I wanted to, you know what I mean, fight when I want to fight for big money whenever I wanted to do this. It wasn't Jake Paul that put me in. That was 2 years before before Ben fought him, before he fought Nate, before
for
any.
sure.
It wasn't a thing then.
Yeah.
I had already premeditated that and put that in the air for my life, right? And then I still didn't push for the fight. I was back there with my dog Ben, and then we had a conversation, and then his little dude thought it was sweet, and I'm like, I don't play them kind of games. It's not even for me. I'm here for my nigga to really be here for him. So at the end of the day, don't try to do the social media shit with me. I'll fucking punch you in your shit in the middle of the show, right?
Yeah,
and then that people like that organic beef.
Yeah,
And
100%.
at the end of it,
Yeah, because
Ben
that was
was
at what, backstage at the Triller fight,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Ben was like, I think you should fight Tyron. Then everybody turned the cameras to me. I said, I'll fucking fight that fight. Then it became a thing.
Yeah, of course.
So I wasn't like, oh, fight me, no, 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 no.
Yeah.
I mean, I might have said 1 or 2 things, but I had to also remember your legacy. Don't go poking the bear to fight this kid when you really the flex on the whole situation.
Right, he should
You know
ask
what I mean?
that. Yeah.
It's a flex to fight you.
I danced the line on that. I did enough to let them know if you don't do this, many people are gonna call you a bitch.
Yeah. Is it
But-
tough to not allow yourself to let it spill over outside the ring? Because us, I mean, obviously we're not fighters, but for us, like,
No, it's real to me. Everything is real to me.
okay,
Yeah.
If I don't like you in, I don't like you out.
good.
Yep.
I'm not finna kumbaya and hug with you after I said I want to fucking knock
Beat
you out
your
in front of your kids. And watch them, let them pick your mouth guard up. I'm not going, oh, I love you. I was just playing. It was just for the build up. No.
It
If I
just
said
is
shit,
what
I
it is,
mean it.
right?
Good.
Yeah, good.
But I've given a lot of props, and
Yeah.
I mean it.
Yeah,
Before
yeah,
I
yeah.
fought him, I said, he could knock me out.
You
I
can
could knock
respect
him
someone
out.
and not like them, though.
He
That
got
is two
pop-
different things.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have to like people because I ain't got the time to get to know you. It's not
Yeah.
important for my life. Like, I got too much to do. I don't need to get to know Jake Paul on a personal level. I didn't need to get to know Stephen Wonderboy. I have since then. I did a TV show with him. I like him.
Yeah.
But at the time, I was like Tupac. Everybody was against me. I was like, fuck everybody. I'm going to show y'all. And I was out there showing people. That's why I was winning so much. That's why I was beating people up so bad, because I was proving a point every time, but it was never, I want to prove my coach is right. I want to show that I'm the best. Watch Demetrius Johnson. His spirit was different. He was just wanting to be the best.
Right.
I wanted to let a motherfucker know.
Yeah.
Right?
What's actually going on? Look, I mean, I think, by the way, as fans, because we're not fighters, obviously, but as fans, we kind of like seeing people who, like, it's really cool for sportsmanship, right? Like, we
Yeah.
want to see sportsmanship, but also, like, you don't have to like everyone that you work
I'm just
with.
going to be real across the board.
Exactly.
I love Robbie. My son had his fucking picture on his carve out
Yeah.
for school.
Okay.
My one that just graduated.
Yeah,
15
yeah.
years, just graduated high school. All honor. Shout out to my dog TJ, going to play Division I football at Texas Southern, and 4.0
Congrats.
student, killed it, right?
Love that.
But as a kid, he had a board like, these are the people you look up to, right? So it's like athletes, Rob. What the fuck you got Robbie on there for?
Yeah.
I'm your dad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I love Robbie. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
he was like, when he joined ATT, I was happy, man. I used to train. He had a gym in St. Louis called the Hit Squad. And I used to drive there to train with him.
That's crazy.
I got video.
wild.
I got receipts. I used to drive there
Small
just
world.
to train with him and Matt Hughes. So when I had to fight him, you got to recognize I had to do that to somebody I loved and I looked
Right.
up to. That was my teammate. I'm the first fighter to fight inside the team. AKA wouldn't do it. Who did it? No other. I was the first one. UFC kept trying to do it. I said, until it's a title on the line, I'm never going to fight an ATT dude. I don't care what Hector Lombard said. I don't care how closely this person is ranked to me. When it's a belt, bro, we got to do it, man.
Yeah, it's for the
Yeah.
belt.
We
Yeah.
got to do it.
Yeah, I didn't even, honestly, I've never even thought about that.
Never
I
even
just-
thought about that either.
I just
I'm a
assumed-
trail, but I do everything first, and everybody
Yeah,
do it
yeah.
afterwards. I'm the first vlog. Champ Camp is the number one. Still the best, but it's the first one. Everybody went after me. The first MMA vlog is Champ Camp, and I dare somebody to use it. I had a UFC champion that decided to call this shit Champ Camp. I appreciate y'all, support you. That's kind of trademark, my dog. We might want to take that down.
Yeah.
But I know you didn't know. Oh, cool. I'll take it down. Volkanovski. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't call it that. You
Yeah.
dilute my brand. We get millions of views because it's lifestyle. It's real shit.
Yep.
I may have lost today. I may not been having a good day. This is how I move. This is what's important to me. And it may not go side to side with an embedded or a UFC countdown. That's
Yeah.
why I started. Because everybody had to be in a nice car. Everybody had to be flipping a tire. That
The
wasn't
mold,
really
yeah.
me.
Yeah.
And then they only wanted to cover my most miserable moments. That cutting weight is a personal time. It's times where I don't think I'm gonna make weight. You don't deserve to see that. The fuck?
Yeah.
You want to see me in my lows, but you don't want to cover me when I'm getting awarded in St. Louis for being under 40 years old and a phenomenal businessman, and your city salutes you, or being at my son's wrestling match. They cut all that shit out of the deal. So when I saw that, I brought my own guy in, my dog Lamar Logan, Fast Hands. I brought him in, and we went viral. And now
dope.
everybody knows Champ Camp because it's the original vlog of real life. Champ Camp, Champ Life, cooking with the champ. It shows me what I'm doing in between. It shows me what to do to lead up to the fight. It shows me where my mind at. Champ Camp 1, episode 1, was never supposed to be a vlog. I don't have any pictures, no medals, no plaques, none of this shit from high school. None of it. I don't own nothing. I don't know where none of that shit
That's
at,
crazy.
right? So I'm like, fuck, man. I just been going, but not stopping and appreciating the blessing or the fruits of your labor.
Yeah.
100%.
So
Yeah.
I had this guy come in, and his purpose was to film me going to my first UFC championship. I was confident I was going to win. I wanted him to film it. So just remember, what's the name of my vlog?
Yeah.
Champ camp.
Now, was I the champion when I first named it Champ Camp? No.
No.
I was fighting Robbie Lawler.
Yeah.
And I said, y'all got me pinned out. I've been out for 18 months. He's been a boogeyman. They say, oh, go fight him. It's not Connor, right? We'll pay you another $250,000. You know what I mean? You're not going to get that many pay-per-views. He ain't fought in 18 months. You're going to knock him out easy. And then the next fight, you're going to fight Conor McGregor in Madison Square Garden. That was a negotiation for Robbie.
It's crazy.
Facts.
It's crazy.
That's
and I know,
how it
you
was
know how I
actually
know
sold, yeah.
that? He was an ATT fighter. His manager was my fucking
Right. So
dad, pretty
yeah.
much.
Yeah.
So when the shit fell through and he left the team, I got the negotiation tips, but I didn't get bent out of shape. I later on used that same thing. You've done this before. Hold on. No. When I fought Robbie, did you not give him a $250,000 and promise him a big fight?
How you know that? Yeah.
When you know the market, people can't fuck with your money, right? So I named that Champ Camp. So when you go back, you guys should go back and check out Champ Camp. It's a Champ Camp 201 or something like that. The first episode I ever did. And you'll hear me say, I see what y'all got planned. When I beat him, keep that conversation going. Keep talking about me fighting Madison Square Garden. Talk about me fighting GSP, a Diaz brother, something like that. So if this is what if we playing NCAA basketball, right?
Right.
And I'm the number 1 seed, and I lose the first round, who the number 1 seed now? You got his route.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I beat the champion, I got his belt, right?
Yeah. You have the easiest way there, whatever it
You
is.
should.
That's how it should work.
Should work.
Right.
Look at my history. Did it work that way?
Yeah.
A lot of strings being pulled
Didn't
out of your
work that
control.
way, right?
Yeah.
So guess what? I had to show the story the right way. Nobody helped me with get my followers.
Right.
I had an algorithm. I hired people to show me how to engage. We're real followers. How to on this day talk about this, at what times to post. You know what I mean? When to engage, when to get into these disputes on Twitter about the UFC fight that's going on. And I should know if I did this, I was going to increase by this. If I did this on this day, and I knew that, and I did that, and I ran that. And then people, it's only so long you're going to be a real person, and real doesn't recognize real. People recognize authentic.
Sure.
Right? Cowboy Cerrone is real. You love him.
Yeah.
He really fucking probably
Can't say anything bad.
Probably take a shit, don't wipe his butt, and just
Yeah.
jump back up and go and drink a beer.
Yeah.
Right?
That's the man.
That's what I feel like when I see him, right?
Yeah.
It's so
But
true.
but I don't feel him trying to force that. I feel like that's really him.
Yeah.
You have to be right. People
And
can
stuff-
see that. People can test it real
and
quick.
stuff you get drawn to, right? Like,
Hey, you think about that? Hey, he would be that motherfucker to do that, right?
He would. He
Wear
would.
some loose boxers so he don't get a stain on.
sick.
That you got it. Wait, so if you winning the title then and defending the title, which was more difficult over time?
I feel like winning the title was just a volcano, man. I had so many people in life just told me, you're not supposed to do this, you can't do this, you too small for this, da-da-da-da. I just had the one time let a motherfucker know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like that was going to happen. I wasn't living right at that time. I was going through fucking hell in my life personally. But on the outside looking in, I looked like I was a man. When I was going through the most bullshit in my life is when I was winning the most fights.
Crazy.
So I was like, shit, it's separate.
Right. Yeah.
I can be fucking goddamn insane.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then as long as I dial in, lock in, and fuck these people up, it don't matter, right? It did matter.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't winning those fights from those training camps. I was winning the fights from the seats I planted before. When I was 6 a.m.
Right.
3 times a day,
Yeah.
eating crazy, meal prepping, running when I didn't want to, watching the Mike Tyson videos. That's why. That's how it works. It does. It's the light. Everybody want to know the light switch. The secret to the light switch is perfect repetition consistently without ceasing. That's the light switch.
When
in
you
any
are
sport, in any business, in anything, that
when
is
you
the light switch.
when you are the champion, how much say did you have? What are the politics in defending that belt? Was it just like
You know,
do this, do that, or you really have?
To be honest, a lot of people want me to shit on the UFC. I'm not saying you do, but a lot
No,
of
yeah,
people
yeah,
want me
yeah,
to
yeah.
because they see the way Dana talks. Dana talks that way because I allow him to talk that way. Because how much energy would it take me to refute or negate and defend myself when you know who you are?
Right.
When you know who you are, I don't have to explain to you who I am because, one, you ain't gonna say the shit in my face.
Yeah.
2, I don't buy diapers for you. I don't employ you, right?
Yeah.
I don't take care of you. I'm not fucking you. Like, so all these different things, why should I care how you feel and think? So when I look at my UFC deal, it's been moments where I was put in a pressure situation I shouldn't have been put in, but I weighed the cost. And as a businessman,
Right.
instead of letting them take my belt, instead of sitting out, instead of not making that income, though this fight was set up in a way that I didn't like, I executed that fight.
Go out there and do work.
It's also fights where I'm like, I want to fight on this card. And there was one time I was honored to fight on a card. And I was able to make a lot of pay-per-view on a card.
Yeah.
And there was a time where, obviously because I won the title, the next fight was Madison Square Garden. They got to have the biggest and best champions there, right?
Yeah.
So I fought there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it didn't look like they were trying to, it was the Wonder Boy. It was a Wonder Boy show.
Yeah.
Right? And I called him out on the Wonder Boy show. The whole tour, the whole process.
Yeah.
I was stone cold, and I was like, what you gonna fucking go out here and do on Saturday? He's like, I'm gonna go out there and prove you the best. I said, you gonna prove I'm the best? No, I'm gonna prove I'm the best. I said, you fooling yourself. And he's like, man, why you gotta be so mean? And then we bust out laughing. Yeah, right. But that was real.
Yeah.
I really thought that. What the fuck you finna do?
Yeah.
They gassing you up.
Yeah.
Like I said, why you fucking walking out with an American flag? The fuck you think I'm from? Uzbekistan?
Yeah,
I took offense to that, like for real.
Yeah.
This ain't Brazil versus
Yeah, this ain't a
America.
country thing.
Why the fuck you got on the flag and we in New York?
Yeah.
That was the week that Trump got into fucking office.
Oh.
In New York, in the same city, they blocked off the whole street. He was the one hotel over.
Damn, what's that?
I didn't at that time. Everybody was against me.
Sure.
Right.
So that was a little ploy.
Last
they
straw.
fucked up. I was one thing I wanted to go to, right? I said I want to be at this one interview. Sway in the Morning Show is my dog, right?
Yeah. Love that show.
I had one interview. They held me in holding. It was a 5-minute walk. They act like the cars are circling around. They purposely made me miss that meeting. The whole time I'm texting Sway, I said, Sway, they fucking playing games. I can walk to you right now. They saying they get in traffic. They want to drive me 2 minutes down to you. They trying to make me miss this interview.
That's
And he
crazy.
said, don't worry about it. We'll get it another time.
Damn.
So at that time, I was like, you
Had
go
it.
back and look at the MMA. What's the MMA Fighting Awards show? Who does that? It's a company that got a magazine. It's here. The MMA Fighting Awards. It's
Bring,
in Vegas. Fighters Only.
Fighters
Okay.
Fighters Only.
Yeah.
So go Google Fighters Only and put TYRON Woodley. The cover that I had said Public Enemy #1. I fucked with it because that's how I really felt.
Yeah.
You want me to lose, but I'm still fucking winning. Joke's
That
on
persona
you.
works, yeah.
Pay-per-view again. That's
Yep.
all. At the end of the fight when I got done, pay-per-view again. That's what I thought.
Yep.
I should be like, man, fuck, I did it, man. We did it, guys. I was like, they got to pay me pay-per-view again. That's what I thought. That's sad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just back to back to back to
Yeah.
back to
You
back to
you
back.
get to enjoy like the fruits of being on the top, like,
Yeah.
and having a.
I'm
build.
enjoying it a little bit now, though.
Yes,
Hey, a
sir.
little bit.
See, you got here now.
little bit,
All right, so
little
you were
bit.
talking about these other opportunities you have. Have you ever thought about? I know you want to go out and do your own fights. Have you ever thought about the WWE, stepping in that world?
Yeah, I did a little WWE training camp.
Yeah.
That shit hurt my back like a motherfucker. Hey, let a motherfucker think it's sweet with WWE and go off them tight ass ropes.
Dude, it's crazy.
Oh, bro.
Them ropes prom night tight. And they
100%.
burn your fucking back, neck, and then my legs. I'm not 6'2", so to get across that motherfucker to the perfect time to turn around and throw yours. Now you got to think about don't show the motherfucker. You about to. I got clothesline out the blue. That shit hurt.
It's crazy.
And you getting hit when you hit that ground. I'm like, oh shit! I thought it was like a microphone underneath there and make a lot of noise. No, you hitting that motherfucker.
Just
So,
slapping it hard.
shout out to the pro wrestlers. I thought about it, and the WWE was interested in me for a while. AEW still interested in me now. I think for me, I got to do a couple more things first because that's something I can do for a while. right?
Sure.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
It's the promo mainly.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm down. Hey, I was killing the promos. Though.
Yeah, you got that
I
down.
was killing the promo.
Yeah, you got that
I didn't
down.
know what a promo was.
Yeah.
So I got done with the little training thing, and shout out to my dog Stump. He's the one that trained Rhonda and all those guys.
Okay, dope.
Actually, there's another guy that trained Rhonda. He was there too, but I can't remember his name. You know who you are. But they said, all right, okay, you done? This training, now let's cut a promo. So they all sit down, and I'm like, fuck is a promo?
He's a movie about to get into.
What's the promo? So I didn't want to basically say I don't know what the fuck it is, but then it kind of led me to kind of believe that I just need to talk a little shit.
Yeah.
Then I did. they hit Triple H said, "Dog, he ready. I like this motherfucker.
Put it in drive, baby.
I like this dude." So yeah, that's still on the table.
That
I'm
would
gonna
be-
do all of it. I'm gonna do all of it.
That would be
That's all
cool.
I said, no.
Have you met Vince McMahon?
Huh?
Have you met Vince McMahon?
I have not.
Oh, okay.
I have not.
But Triple H though.
Yeah, he seems like a hell of
Yeah,
a
Triple
personality.
H, Triple H dope. He actually was like, I like him. I want to get him in the
Yeah.
ring and see.
That's dope.
Report back to me and tell me what he got.
That'd be cool because you have the personality for that world if you wanted to hop in
Yeah,
there.
Especially, I can't even say because The motherfucker, they try to get that name, try to like block that stuff.
Oh, the
I got you.
Look it up. Google.
TBD
Okay,
name.
yeah.
I don't know if you can Google it, but Google like pending,
Yeah.
Trademarks.
Trademarks?
for the
and it's so specific to what I was gonna do.
Sure.
Right. Very, very.
I'm gonna slap your ass whoever did that.
The other fight leagues, well, like, do you think there's room in the combat sports world for these secondary fight leagues? Because I know you do a lot of work with
I'm gonna give
PFL.
them love.
Yeah, the
I'm gonna go
PFL.
out and fight one big ass fight with all of them. They got. I tell people this. Like last night we was at a restaurant and the guy was like, "Oh man, this guy promotes boxing. If you want to box," I said, "I'm not very. I'm not. It's very expensive. I want you to know that."
Yep. There you go.
Before we even start talking, before I get your hopes up high, you're not gonna get me in there for under 6.
Slide that piece of paper
Yeah,
across
yeah,
the
yeah.
I'm
table.
not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Because I'm worth it. I've made it already. And it's not about my winning streak and my record and the belts. Right now, it's about do motherfuckers want to rally
See
behind
you.
them? Do they want to see you
Yeah.
lose again? Do they think you washed up? Do they believe the comeback? Like that's what they want to see, and I've earned that.
Facts.
And it's going to be in Vegas.
Yes.
FYI. Everybody.
But the thing about it is,
Everybody
I can
knows
do that. I can fight a PFL fight. I can fight a 1FC fight. I can fight a Bellator fight. I can fight a UFC fight.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can. If Dana White said, Tyron, I want you to fight Israel Adesanya. Let's get it on.
Yeah, he says, let's go.
I don't like his fucking dry ass box anyway. He needs some fucking shea butter in that motherfucker. Let's fight his ass.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I don't care if you like me. I don't care what you said about me on the internet. I don't care if you
Right.
discounted me. It don't matter. You still got to cut my fucking check.
Yep.
And I ain't never had one bounce yet.
Yeah.
That's true.
So that's the strategy now, too. Just go out there and
Fuck
see,
yeah.
and see what comes first. What
you
comes
just
best.
control the
I got
narrative of the fight,
every single organization I have an offer from.
Right.
Every fucking one. Triller, 1FC, all of them, except
Yeah.
the UFC. But I think I may have exhausted that. I think, what does it mean for me to go back and win a belt?
Right.
Yeah. You've had
I
it.
mean, at this point now, right? It's just
What do you
about-
mean?
Yeah.
But one fan came up to me and said, he said, man, I want you to bring us one more belt. I never thought about that. And I said, all right. So I got to find some place that I can win a championship.
Yeah.
It makes sense. It
Yeah.
got to be a big ass fight, though.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you could. We saw you on Instagram. You're going to be golfing a little bit, too.
Hey,
Is that-
hey,
we see that.
I'm kind of since February 12th of this year is when I started.
That's your
Yeah,
first
that's
time,
what we
yeah?
saw.
I low key been birdie man on the low.
Really?
Yeah,
I just
for
had
sure.
my first birdie ever like 2 weeks ago. Golf is
cuz.
fucking hard, and I'm
No,
trash.
It's frustrating.
No, I par every hole.
Really?
Yeah, I don't fuck around. Yeah. It's just that
Let's
pressure.
go.
It's the pressure.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
the
yeah.
pressure.
Yeah.
It's the pressure.
All
Like,
the celebrity golf tournaments, guys. You know what I
Celebrity
mean?
golf tournaments, I'm the realest. Make sure you fucking sign me up. I'm gonna hurt your feelings. I'm gonna take your fucking money. I'm gonna give it to a charity that really make a difference, not your shit. That's
Not your shit.
Not your
Yeah,
boxing shit
yeah,
that's going
yeah.
back into your pocket.
100%.
But yeah, I fuck with it because and once again, I started golfing now. I ain't gonna say names, but now he on the golf course. Now this motherfucking golf.
Sure.
In 2 weeks, well, I'm gonna do something purposely, right? I'm gonna say it right here. If somebody else do it, you a ho. I'm gonna start wearing suspenders.
Okay.
Okay.
Watch what happens.
Hey, I don't see nobody wearing suspenders
No
right
one.
now.
No,
Not a soul.
Golfing.
No,
just
I'm
in
flex
general.
on it.
Just in
Why-
general. That's
yeah.
okay.
That's gonna be a Steve.
I'm gonna bring it back. Watch. Now watch what happens.
5 people
wanna see
after.
this.
5 people after
How
you
many,
have it.
how many suspenders you gonna see in 2022?
We about to find out right now.
You got that right, Breeze? Today we said that. Nobody,
said it. I didn't see
it's
nobody
currently
with it.
nobody's wearing it.
No, suspenders are not in
that's
right
my
now.
new
They're not
flex.
in. Yep.
I'm gonna take the
Facts.
jacket off. I'm gonna throw suspenders on. I'm
right.
gonna make it mob style.
Ooh, that's sick.
Yeah.
Like the red joint.
The suspenders
Okay.
brand is going to drop right when the next fight drops, too.
Yeah.
Sales.
Yep.
Boom.
Sales.
Boom.
Yeah.
Through the roof.
Yeah,
I love it.
I like it.
Merch.
But that's the thing is like, find what's needed for
Right.
the market. Find your way to make that exclusive. That's
So-
the business I teach my kids.
So these like other exhibition boxing matches, like Floyd is literally fighting today.
Yeah, Floyd.
Anderson
my dog
Silva.
GT out there training them too. Shout out to GT the Great, Floyd, his whole camp, money team. They really introduced me to GT. And Floyd actually trained me. I thought it was gonna be for like just Instagram, but that motherfucker is different.
Yeah, yeah,
He
100%.
different, dog.
What was that like?
He different. Yeah, that little shit y'all be seeing, that ain't what he doing for real. Cause I went to the gym, I'm like, oh, I'm tired. I already had a hard training session. This probably just for Instagram, right? I don't know what to expect.
He said, we gotta work
So I
out
get here, and then we start working out. Then how do you show me your mimic of Floyd hitting the bag?
He just does that like that. Those quick jabs and back and
Go
forth.
ahead and do that in the gym with him when you're trying to train with him.
Smoked.
No, that ain't gonna happen. Because that's not his workout.
Yeah.
He's already done this workout. He already abused and killed and fought. He said, "You fight this motherfucking bag. You box in the ring. You fight the bag. You fight the mitts. You won't get hurt here. I seen you punch. Throw them UFC punches on his bag. Now I'm tired. I'm thinking like he's adjusting all my techniques. So I'm trying to show him that I got technique and shit. Right?
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
And then we get to the bag, and he don't really go off a timer. He may say 20 minutes, and when he say that, they mean 20 minutes of everything. 20 minutes on the mitts straight, 20 minutes on the back straight, 20 minutes on the double end back straight, 20 minutes on the jump rope straight, 20 minutes on the speed back straight. When you get a time, that's universal for these 6 or 7 stations.
Right.
And that's after you train, that's after you spar, that's after you done all the stuff to
I'm
get
exhausted.
ready.
Crazy.
And then now you got to do that, and you can't throw one light punch. That's why it bothered me so much. Why did I drop my hand? You can't drop your hand in the gym.
Yeah.
Even if you post a picture, hey, take that picture down. If I was a boxing coach and you was throwing a body shot like that with your hand down, I would tell my dude to check cook you all the time.
Yeah.
Don't post this of us training. It's really specific.
Yeah.
So for him to bring me into a formula which he feels like it's like if people knew this, they could maybe do what he's done.
Yeah.
It's a sacred routine, a regimen, right?
For sure.
I know that one now.
I
Not
mean,
all of it, but I know the base
yeah.
of it.
Yeah, for
I know
sure.
where it comes from.
So his work ethic though was just second to.
Don't even play.
Yeah.
Hey, what y'all doing? He don't drink, but he's always out in the club.
Yeah.
That's why he got y'all He got y'all mind washed.
Yeah.
He all his money, all in the club. He don't do drugs.
Yeah.
He don't drink alcohol. Yes, he up late at night. But what about 3, 4, 2, 1, 12 during the day? He ain't got to do shit if he don't want to.
Yeah.
So because you sleep from this time and wake up at this time, that ain't his work schedule.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if he want to say, hey, GT, let's go run, it may be 3 in the morning. Maybe 2 in the morning, maybe right.
he does
they,
that,
They
though.
may leave
We
the
see him
club
out
and
there
he's like,
running.
"Hey, put on the running game. You got to be ready to go." You know what I mean? So that's what separates him. And then his confidence. He's been a fighter, a brawler. He's fought. You know what I mean? He lost. You know, you saw how he looked when he lost Olympics, right?
Yeah.
And then he fought the greats. And he fought the greats in their prime. Then he became the best at defense. Then he became the best businessman. To maintain and still not have a blemish, you know what I mean? It's pretty remarkable.
It's incredible.
Do you
The
take
work
anything away from him about like the promotional style of it too, of like just actual the production of putting on fights?
No, he's acting and fighting.
Yeah.
It's hard to do both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think that was obviously one, like, he's an incredible boxer, obviously, second to none, right? But his ability to get people to really, really, truly want to see him fight every single time.
And just think about this. If you had a sponsorship opportunity, right?
Yeah.
If you were bringing that to, say he's Floyd Mayweather, right? And I got a sponsorship offer for you, right? What type of minimum would be in your mind to offer Floyd Mayweather?
What, for a fight? Like,
Anything.
on the.
Anything.
Any
I mean,
sponsor.
yeah, it's 7 figures no matter
Yeah,
what.
for sure.
8 figures.
Oh, he's just 10 million up at this point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would he put something on his, he don't need the money. He's
Yeah.
TM, the money team is his own brand.
Yeah.
If you see something on his body, imagine what that's going to cost.
Yeah.
A pay-per-view. You can't buy a commercial during a pay-per-view. You can't buy a commercial. Maybe the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But in a fight, it's the pay-per-view. So people will spend lots of money to advertise.
Yeah.
I've been there.
For sure.
Right? Go through a UFC fight, your whole career, you can make more money in a few endorsements because you can do it. Right?
Yeah.
I don't want to wear a fucking outfit that I may not even fuck with. It's about style.
Yeah.
I may not like this fucking this kit you threw together for me. I didn't have no insight on that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? But I can have insight. That's why my boxing outfit was the drippiest. That's why my patches was a fortune.
Yeah.
Because it was exclusive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I experienced that. So I don't want to go back to like being ashy 17, tap out, knock out, flap out.
Yeah.
That about everybody condom deep. I don't want that shit.
Yeah.
I look stupid.
When you did the second Jake Paul fight, were brands just coming out the woodwork for the patches on the?
I only had a certain amount of patches, so
Yeah.
I just, it's like an ad. Front leg, this leg. You got to reserve something for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My logo and my brand, my logo was on there. I can't tell you the name because motherfuckers be trying to start shit on the trademark site. Say one thing on the internet.
Run a trademark search real quick.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's why I had to say, what's today? March 21st. 2022, I'm the motherfucker that brought suspenders out.
Today is the day.
Try it.
Yeah.
Today is the day.
Today-
Today's the day.
Motherfucking
It's
day.
written. Just
How
Yeah.
much did Dude Wipes pay to be on your shorts last fight?
Bags.
Actual amount?
You know, a lot, right? Had to have been.
First, shout out to Dude Wipes.
Yeah, 100%.
If you go to Top Golf, you'll see their little napkins. If you go get the quick dude shower, you'll see my fucking handle on it. Basically, this a little bit to hold you over, motherfucker, but do get to a shower.
Yeah.
But in between workouts, if you got to go to, a quick meeting, you ain't got time. This big-ass wash-up kit will hold you over, but get your ass in the shower. Yeah. Dude Wipes, I was the first guy that brought them into the industry. I helped them during their time when they was getting picked up by Shark Tank.
Yeah.
I
Really?
ran their combat sport budget for a while, and I made them go trending #1 when I fought Rory McDonald a long time ago. So we've been around. We didn't do a lot of business, and and it was just time for us to do it again. And they was honored and they was glad to because they remembered that I was the first one to put them on.
Right.
And my pay for that fight resembled that.
That's fair. I didn't know the
Both
history was
fights.
like there.
And then, I told him, I said, you know what? Business is business, man. It's a lot of fucking pictures and memes of me getting that ass knocked out with that Dude Wipe logo.
That's what I was getting at.
You got to use it, my
Yeah.
dog. He said, I don't give a fuck. You my dog.
Love
Yeah.
that.
He said, it's going to circulate, but I'm not going to put it out myself because of what you are to this company.
That's dope.
But I said, go ahead, man. Shit. You pay me, you get your money's worth. You
Yeah,
gave me a
yeah,
lot
yeah,
of money,
yeah.
dude. And I don't know if that exposure got you back, but Dude Wipes is out there.
There's something on it. By the way, you like the how you handled that on social media after it all happened.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
even doing the cash contest and all that.
I can't crawl in the rock, man.
Yeah, of course, right?
Yeah. 5
there-
bands was worth me letting you know that like that don't define me.
Of course not.
This happened,
Yeah.
and it took a long time. The only thing that bothered me is I didn't know why. Then I found out. I went back, and then I was at this little what was I at? Houston. I was in Houston. I was at a restaurant in Houston, and this dude was like, "Oh man, I know you through the fight. Oh man, I know that." I said, "Oh, you was there. You was there in the negotiation. You did the contract. I remember you did the contract for me.
Yeah.
You signed off on it, and you know exactly what I got paid. You put the money in my account dollar by dollar, right?
Yeah.
And it was kind of like, for him, it was kind of eye-opening that I would talk to him like that. But I saw that he was coming from a passionate place. If you're not, then I said, okay, cool. I just keep it moving. But for him, I wanted to really let him know what that sounds like when you come to a person like me.
Yeah.
When you tell me what you know and you don't fucking know shit. When you tell me how to fight and you ain't never fought, right? I don't come in here and say, hey, man, no, the fucking microphone set up here. Hey, we're not talking about that today.
Yeah.
These are the points that, no, it's kind of goofy. And for $1. That's what you're doing. You bought a pay-per-view. Only as champion do you get $1 after 200,000 buys. Many people can't even push 200,000. So when you think you bought a pay-per-view and I support you, okay, here your fucking $1 back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
facts.
Now let me come to your job this $1. No, sort that fucking mail this way. No, throw a little bit of booty here in the fucking hamburger, right? That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, it does.
that's
People
true.
don't really have an understanding how it really works.
I'm gonna do a skit of that. I'm taking $1 to everybody gig. You motherfuckers doing what I say.
Yeah.
Nah,
Congratulations.
We
Take your dollar
cooking.
back.
No, I don't give a fuck if you're a 7-star restaurant. Grade fucking Wagyu beef. You're selling chitlins now, motherfucker. With hot sauce, right?
$1.
$1.
Dollar.
$1 do it.
Everyone-
$1 will do it.
Dollar
That's
do
fine.
it.
$1 will do it.
Get everyone. We got a lot of skits for $1 in the
Yeah.
back pocket. That's for
Hey,
sure.
Hey, there we go.
Oh my God, I love that. One other thing. By the way, TYRON Woodley, the actor.
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
some shit
man.
coming out.
What's going on?
Yeah, I can't. One thing I don't know if I can say. I got to look at the trailer and see if I'm on it. If I'm on the trailer, I can talk about it. But I got something coming out in September that's pretty fire. I think I booked a role yesterday.
Oh,
I was kind of my feels a little bit, and the dude.
You
was
text
in-
me, you say you're doing an audition.
Yeah, I
Was
think
that
I
it?
got it. Yeah, I think I
come
got it.
on, man. Let's
I
go.
think the character was kind of in his feels, and I was kind of in my feels too, and it just
Sure.
kinda, it was really me.
Okay.
So that then I got a couple things. I joined this team of producers, and we basically don't just do film, but we're doing content, docu-series stuff, fly on the wall shit, and really following this up, but doing it with sport, doing it with film, doing it with music, and really making everything touch, because they all do touch. What are you listening to when you walk out, right?
Yeah.
How many fighters are at the front row of boxing events, right? It all go together. Business, music, and fighting go together.
Yeah, it's a spectacle now. It's
Yeah.
full entertainment. We saw that now. You need all these elements for it to keep
Entertainment
everyone
point, yeah.
engaged.
For sure.
Get everyone to click that buy button on
I
that
just
pay
feel like I feel like I'm an artist. Like if someone's like, "Oh, you 40 years old," I'm not a rapper. I'm an artist. Most of the music I try to do is like to tell a story. I'm thinking more of the video than the song. The song supports the video. Right?
Interesting.
That's what I think of. So I'm not a 40-year-old trying music. I'm a 40-year-old utilizing this to express myself. You can't tell me I ain't never been rich. You can't tell me I ain't never been broke. You can't tell me I ain't never beat nobody's ass.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You can't tell me I ain't been in VIP. I've waited in line. I've flown fucking Spirit Frontier and I've flown private jet. So how can you tell me I can't talk about it?
Yeah, fast.
I love that.
Both ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you have to, right? Like the journey, like as fans, right? Like, and especially, I don't know how you've dealt with this your entire career, but combat sport fans are opinionated
The worst.
as shit.
Yeah.
I used to care.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I used to give a fuck. I really did.
Yeah.
I used to try to make everybody, no, this is really me. See, no, this is how I, if you knew
So it's
who I was, you
frustrating,
would
yeah.
like me. Fuck that.
Exhausting.
Fuck 'em.
Exhausting.
Fuck them.
A lot of them are. It's pretty.
If you don't
clueless,
like
yeah.
me, okay.
Bet.
If you love me, I love you back. That's really how I move. If you love me, I love you back.
Yeah.
People walk up to me and they be like, man, I love you, man. I love you, man. And they really mean it. They don't even know me, but they really, for some reason,
Right.
they love me.
They connect with you
They love the God in me.
Sure.
They love what I stand for. They love that I want being, right? And I love you back because motherfuckers like that keep me going. And I be like, damn, this shit boring. I want to do something different. I'm tired. You know what I mean? The politics. A motherfucker will come up to me like, man, I want to see you get one more belt. And in my mind, belts wasn't even on the radar. I was just trying to fight big,
Slice
big
that
moments,
fire
excitement, man. Something that make me want to fucking go and roar. And then I said, I got you. So now I got to go get a belt.
Even with the acting and other opportunities that you have, you still have the drive to really get back in there.
Yeah, I
and
mean, it's
do the
art.
training
It's
camp,
art.
cutting weight, all that.
Like, think about this. What are you going to do today?
Podcast here, go hang with the family. You know what I mean? That's it.
Just hanging with the family stop you from being a good podcaster?
No, not at all.
I'm a dad more than I'm anything.
There you go.
There we go.
As
More
mine.
than I'm a fighter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same.
And fighting I'm more of a dad. That's more important to me than fighting. Fighting doesn't take away from me being a dad. That's really my full-time job, right? So acting, art, entertainment, producing, fighting, mixed martial what? Arts, martial fights?
Art.
Paint, music. I'm an artist.
Expression,
Yeah.
So
yeah.
now, for me to maintain balance, I need to create different forms of art to keep my mind spinning. Because I'm not a person that's going to read 17 books.
Yeah.
My knowledge is going to come from being in the field, activation,
Experience.
learning, feeling
Yep.
experiences. So
Being
I need
creative.
to constantly be in a room with creators and creatives, and that way I can keep the shit
Love
cracking.
that.
Yeah, if you're not putting stuff out there and doing stuff, you can feel just like,
Stagnant.
yeah, very
it's not-
stagnant, right?
So whatever you do today is not going to stop you from having a fire-ass show.
That's for sure. And look, we're both
If you
dads
stay-
as well.
If you guys stayed up all night patting backs and fucking burping and changing diapers, you still got to get up and do your thing.
Facts.
And these motherfuckers don't care if you're
Nope.
tired.
Yeah.
Not at all.
They
Facts.
don't care.
Not at
They
all.
want the energy you gave last
They
week.
want it all.
They want
it all.
Because my life is going, I need this one little piece to,
you're
now I can
fired
go
up.
back to do, so you guys are blessed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Y'all
100%.
doing what y'all like,
Yeah.
right?
100%.
Like, nobody can say, fuck, get your motherfucking ass in here and talk shit on the podcast and get paid.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
You
That's
fucking
true.
here.
You gotta turn it on and
Smiling,
off.
Relaxed.
Enjoy it.
You ain't got no uniform.
chilling.
You know, I don't see no motherfucker around here telling you what to do.
Nope.
Yeah.
I
I'm on the
definitely-
same shit.
There was no tough training camp for this. This is trial and error. Trial and error. That's for damn sure. Well, look, man. Honestly, I think everyone appreciates the perspective on your story because it's unbelievable.
It's
Yeah.
being written
Yeah, it's being written. That's for sure.
currently, and then we got to put it to paper.
1,000%.
2 or 3 punches. You all these books in your head, all these ideas. That shit gone. 'Cause you can't tell nobody nothing these days.
No.
I'm gonna put it on paper, sir.
All right, look. All the ending of the show is really going to be that we're going to insist again that the next fight is out in Vegas.
This
You know,
dude
Vegas.
right here.
Let's
All
go.
right,
man.
Let's
We wanna
go.
see you.
Look, man. We appreciate you coming on the show, guys. I know you appreciated the show. Anything else you want to plug?
Man, make sure y'all go follow the realest.
The realest.
The realest.
The
realest.
motherfucker that's the fakest. You know I'm after you.
You know I'm after you.
I'm after you.
I love it.
We appreciate you guys. See you
worry,
next
brother.
week at the Residency Pod. Later.